Today we will be talking about superlative and comparative adjectives. Let's get started. By Nassif, Seif elnaby, and John Thabet.
Form the comparative and superlative forms of one-syllable adjective by adding er for the comparative form and est for the superlative form. Like, for example, tall in comparative form is taller, in superlative form, tallest. Old in comparative form is older, superlative form, oldest. Long in comparative form is longer, superlative form is longest. Mary is taller than Max. Mary is the tallest of all the students. Max is older than John. Of the three students, Max is the oldest. My hair is longer than your hair. Max's story is the longest story I have ever heard.
If the one-syllable adjective word ends with an E, just add the R for the comparative form and the ST for the superlative form. For example, large. Large is a word that ends with E. Then for the comparative form, we add the R, making it larger. And we add ST for the superlative form, making it largest. For the word wise that also ends in E, we add the R, making it wiser, and add the ST for the superlative form, making it wisest. Here are some examples to make you understand. Mary's car is larger than Max's car. Max is wiser than his brother. In the picture, the dog is larger than the cat. The cat is the smallest animal in the room.
These are the only adjectives that the rules do not apply to. They are the exceptions. For irregular adjectives, if the irregular adjective was good, in comparative form it would be better, and in superlative form it would be best. If the irregular adjective was bad, in comparative form it would be worse, and in superlative form it would be worst. If the irregular adjective was far, in comparative form it would be farther, and in superlative form it would be farthest. If the irregular adjective was little, in comparative form it would be less, and in superlative form it would be least. And finally, if the irregular adjective was more, in superlative form it would be most, and in comparative form it would be more. Italian food is better than American food. My dog is the best dog in the world. My mother's cooking is worse than your mother's cooking. Of all the students in the class, Max is the worst. Two-syllable adjectives that follow have two rules. These adjectives can be used with ER and with EST, and with more and most. For two-syllable adjectives, if we had clever, in comparative form it would be clever, in superlative form it would be cleverest. Or clever would be more clever and most clever. Gentle would be in comparative form gentler, and superlative form gentlest. Or it can be in comparative form more gentle, and in superlative form most gentle. Friendly in comparative form would be friendlier, and in superlative form would be friendliest. And friendly in comparative form would be more friendly, and in superlative form would be most friendly. Quiet in comparative form would be quieter, and in superlative form would be quietest. Or in comparative form more quiet, and in superlative form most quiet. Simple in comparative form would be simpler, and in superlative form would be simplest. Or in comparative form it would be more simple, and in superlative form it would be most simple. Big dogs are gentler than small dogs. Of all the dogs in the world, English Mastiffs are the gentlest. Big dogs are more gentle than small dogs. And of all the dogs in the world, English Mastiffs are the most gentle.
The adjective will fill my palate and